Good evening, students. Let's discuss solutions of exercise 11.4. Question number 1. First, we will write what is given to us and also we will draw a diagram. A garden is 90-meter long and 75-meter broad. That means it is a case of a rectangle. So let's take rectangle diagram. We will draw using a pencil and as I have told you, we can name it also A, B, C and D. So this is the rectangle given to us. Now they are saying that the length and breadth is 90 meter and 75 meter. So we can say AB is given to us as 90 meters and the breadth is 75 meters. So we can say BC is 75 meters. That's it. Now what they are saying is a path 5 meter wide is to be built outside and around it. That means we have to make a path around this. So that means we needed to have some space around this, but I think we may have less space. Let's try to make the path outside it like this. I think it will work. Just although it is not looking uniform, but you can take it like this, or we can draw it again. One second. It is just a rough diagram. No need to make a perfect one, but it should give an idea also what the question is trying to say. Okay, now I think it is correct. Okay, so just to make you clear, I have drawn a larger diagram. So let me call this outside path as E. Oh, sorry. Let me call it as E, F, G, and H. Right now we know only one thing, that the width of this path is 5 meter. That means here also it is 5 meter. Here also it is 5 meter. Here also it is 5 meter and here also it is 5 meter. This width is going to help us a lot to find the dimensions of outside rectangle. Okay, so now let me write the given part. So what is given to us, we can write given AB is equal to 90 meters and BC is equal to 75 meters. So if you want, you can give them name L and B also. There are only two rectangles, but I choose these line segment names only because it will reduce the confusions. So AB is 90, BC is 75. Now we have to think from this given things how we can utilize or how we can use these two to find these EF and FG. How we can use the given things to find the length of outside rectangle. Okay, so let's see the solution. Let me write. You can write as the width of outside path is equal to how much? 5 meters. Therefore, we can realize now that EF. Now you have to realize what is EF actually. EF is actually AB complete plus some extra portion, and that extra portion is this much and this much. So we know this is 5 meter, this is also 5 meter. So if I add 5 meter from this side, that is left side, and 5 meter from right side, I will get a complete length. That will be your EF. So we can say this EF is actually AB plus 5 meters on the left side and plus 5 meters on the right side, and we are done. Put the value. AB is 90 plus 5, that is 100 meters. This is our first observation that we have done. This was directly given to us and this was indirectly given to us, but we needed to find it. Now similarly, we'll try to find the breadth of outside rectangle, that is FG. So we can say also FG is also how to find FG. Let me clear some space so that it is easy for you to understand. Just observe FG and see that you know that this BC from this to this is how much? This is 75 meters and the path is 5 meter wide. So if I add this top 5 meter and this bottom 5 meters, what will I get? Is your FG. So we can write FG is equal to actually BC plus 5 meter from top plus 5 meter from bottom. So that is 75 plus 10 meters, that becomes equal to 85 meters. Class, always remember you need to have all the units same. If any unit is different, you need to change that to get a correct unit. So now we are ready with all the dimensions of inner rectangle and outer rectangle, and now we can proceed. They are saying find the area of the path. Now the question is very easy. To find the area of path, what you need to do? You can understand this thing. You need to find this area. That is very simple. First of all, there is no formula to find this directly. You need to again think over it. If I find area of outside rectangle, that is this complete, and if I subtract inside, that is this, obviously I will get the remaining area. So that only we have to write. But before writing anything, we should give a statement that what we are going to do. So the statement will come like this: area of path is equal to area. For area I can use AR as a short form, AR EFGH minus AR ABCD. So you can understand why these alphabets were easy for us, or why these alphabets were required for us, because now you can easily understand what I am trying to say. If you had tried, that way is also correct, like area of outer rectangle minus area of inner rectangle, that is also fine. But if you name the rectangle, it is easier for you to describe while you are solving the question. Okay, so let's put what is area of EFGH. Very simple, EF into FG. So we know EF into FG because we know it is length into breadth, that we have find already, minus area of ABCD means AB into BC. Just put the value and you are done. So AR of path is equal to, what is the value of EF? We have found it is 100, FG is 85 minus AB is 90, and that is 75. Now there are two ways. Either you can multiply them separately and then subtract, because you have to follow BODMAS rule, or if you can take something common, take common, because by taking common you can actually reduce the calculations. So class, the first thing that I am able to see as common is 10. Easy one, I can see 10 is common because it is coming here also and here also. Okay, so I suggest you all to go with the common thing, but if you don't want, that is okay. You will get from here 8500 minus, from here you will get 9 5s are 45, 63 plus 4 67, this thing, and now if you subtract you will get 0, and from this you will get 10 minus 5 is 5, 4 minus 7 is not possible, so 14 minus 7 is 7, 7 minus 6 is 1, and the answer is 1750 meter square. This is the area of path. Now what I was saying is, in this case the calculation was not that tough, but sometimes it is very tough, so better you take something common and reduce the values. So let's see the next question now. One more thing, they are saying also find the area of path, we are done. Also find the area of garden in hectare. So garden is only ABCD. So we are done with the area of path. Now we have to find the area of garden first and then convert it into hectares. If you remember, today only I told you what is the relation between hectare and meter square. So let's find the area of garden. So area of garden is actually equal to area of ABCD, that we have already found. If you know, where is that area of, yes, this is the one, AB into BC, that is 6750. You can directly use, but still if you want to find again, you can find again also. So I'm directly writing this thing, that is equal to 6750 meter square. Now the question comes, how to write this area in hectares. If you remember, I told you in 1 hectare we have 10,000 meter square. So what is our relation? Reverse one. So we can say, therefore in 1 meter square there are, yes class, this will go in denominator. So 1 upon 10,000 hectares. This relation we will use. I hope you are able to understand. This was given to us, or sorry, this we know actually, that 1 hectare is same as 10,000 meter square. From this relation only I found this new relation which will help me in this question. Now as we know 1 meter square is same as 1 upon 10,000 hectares, can't we find the number of hectares in this much area? So let's find. Therefore in 6750 meter square there will be 6750 upon 10,000 hectares. And now cut the zeros, it becomes, or we can do it in the next step also. If you cut the zeros, you know there are 4 zeros. If you cut them, decimal will come after 4 places. So 0, 5, 7, 6 point. You can place a 0 over here. So this is 0.6750 hectares. Now I hope this question is clear to you. Now let's move to the next question. Now question number 2. A 3-meter wide path runs outside and around a rectangular park. So again we have the same kind of question. So this is your question number 2. So again you have a park like this, and this is your question number 2. So this is your garden A, B, C, D. Around this garden you have a path again like this. Again I've done some mistake because it is not looking uniform, so you can understand this is a uniform path, okay? Or if you want, I will again make it correct. Okay, now I think it will work. Yes, now it is fine. Now it is looking uniform. So they are saying a 3-meter wide path. So given to you is, suppose this is E, F, G and H. So the path is given to us is 3-meter wide. So it is 3 meter this way, this way, this way and this way. We can understand this thing. Now they are saying the length of park is 125 meters. So this thing is given to us as 125 meters and the breadth is 65 meters. Again it is the same question. I hope you can do it on your own because everything is same. I will just help you in the finding of dimensions. That's it. Find the area of path. Same question and much easier than previous one. So can you tell me what is the length of EF now? It is same to same like previous question. You can say EF is equal to AB plus 3, that is whatever it is you can find. Similarly you can find this FG is equal to BC plus 3 and you are done. Find the area of outside rectangle minus inside rectangle, or write like this: area of path is equal to area of rectangle EFGH minus area of rectangle ABCD, and your answer you will get. Okay, now moving to the next question, question number 3. Question number 3. A picture is painted on a cardboard 8 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. Obviously, it is a rectangle. Let us draw this cardboard which is 8 centimeter long like this something. Okay, so let me call your A, B, C, D is the cardboard which is how much? 8 cm long and 5 cm breadth or broad, such that there is a margin of 1.5 centimeter along each of its sides. Find the total area of margin. So a picture is painted on a cardboard. Okay, this is the cardboard, and I think margin is inside, not outside. This we have to understand. They have actually not mentioned this thing. Okay, wide such that there is a margin of 1.5 centimeter along each of its side. So margin is already there in this cardboard. So this time, as we have done with the previous two questions, that path was outside. This time it is similar, but now the margin is inside. Okay, so let's see. This means I have to make my diagram little more clean, and I should write the dimensions outside, because inside I have to make a margin. So better to do that. Outside I will write now. This is 8 cm and this is 5 cm. And now I will try to make the margins, because you also have seen in your homes these, what do you say, photographs which are kept like this. This is not coming correctly. Quite difficulty with this. Okay, now I think it will work. It is done. Okay. It is close. I think you will consider this. So let me call it E, F, G, and H. So what is the margin? Margin is this outside thing. This is your margin. This is your margin. We have to find this area. It is similar question. Only this time it is inside. In the previous two, 1 and 2 question, the path was outside. So we were adding things to find the outside length. Now it is inside. So you will do what? You will subtract, obviously. So let's see what is the margin width. It is 1.5 centimeter long. So very simple. This much is 1.5 centimeter. This much is also 1.5 centimeter. This much is also 1.5 centimeter. So we'll utilize this. What is the issue? Now let's come to EF. So given to us is already AB as 8 cm and BC as 5 cm. We have to find, using our mind, the value of EF. Again, if you observe, AB is outside thing, and if you take away this left portion, which is what? Which is 1.5, and the right portion, which is what? 1.5 again. So we can say EF is actually AB minus 1.5 left margin and 1.5 gone from the right margin, and we have got the actual EF. Let me write the value of AB is 8 minus 1.5 minus 1.5, and we have got it as 8 minus 3, that is 5 cm. So this is 5 cm, this much. I hope it is clear to you how I found this value of EF. Similarly, I will try to find the value of FG, and FG is given by the same process. Why? If outside is 5 centimeter and I take away this top and this bottom, I am left with what? Only in between thing, that is this much. So that is equal to BC minus 1.5 from the top minus 1.5 from the bottom, and we have got the value as 5 minus 3, 2 cm, and now it is done. Now I think you can easily find the area of this, what you say, margins, just by finding area of outside rectangle. So you can say area of margin is given by area what? ABCD? that is the outside rectangle, minus area EFGH, and this I leave on you because I've found all these dimensions. It is very easy to put the values and find the answer. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4 is saying a veranda of width 2.25 meter is constructed all along outside a room which is 5.5 meter and 4 meter wide. So this is same as question number 1 and 2, because here also the path or something is created outside the rectangle. Similar question, just I am giving you the diagram and I hope you will solve it on your own. So let me draw the home, or sorry, the room. Let me call ABCD is the given room to you, and in this what is given to you, it is 4 meter wide and 5.5 meter long. Okay, so this much is 5.5 meters and this is 4 meters, and they are saying a veranda of width 2.25 meter, something like this outside. You can use scale and pencil to draw this rough diagram. Okay, just to show I am drawing this thing. So this is the veranda, EFGH is the outside rectangle. We need to find, I think, area of this veranda only, if I'm not wrong. Yes, we have to find the area of veranda. Same question, very simple. So first we need to find the value of EF. Again, EF is larger than AB, so we had to add this left side and this right side. What is the value of left and right? It is 2.25 meters. Here also it is 2.25 meters. So you will get the value of EF, you will get the value of FG, and you will find the area of veranda. And after that they are asking this cost of cementing it. Very simple. As soon as you have found the area, you can just multiply it with 200 and you will get the answer. But don't forget to write the complete statements, because these questions, if you write the statement, you are able to express your solution in a much better way. Okay, so let's see the next question now. Question number 5. A path 1 meter wide is built along the border and inside is the word. Here it was built outside. So again it is same as this question of picture frame where the margin was inside. So just use the same knowledge. Now you are going to subtract the left and right margins, the top and the bottom margins, to find the inside thing. Let's see. Let's draw a diagram. So first let me draw the rectangle which is for the square garden. It is a square garden, which is a good thing, because in square garden we need only one dimension and all are same. So let me call it A, B, C and D. What is given to us is the side is 30 meters, so obviously this is also how much? This is also 30 meter. Okay, again this is a mistake. Although I had read the question that I am going to make something inside, still I made this mistake of writing these things inside. So this will make my diagram dirty. So I should work in such a way that each and everything should look good. So why to do this thing? Now I will go and draw this margin first. This is 30 meters. This is also 30 meters. And the inside thing is a path which is 1 meter wide is built inside the square. So obviously this path will also be a square only. Let's draw it very carefully. This is the path. Oh God, done. So this thing is 1 meter, this thing is 1 meter, this thing is 1 meter, and this thing is also 1 meter. Let me call it E, F, G, H, because naming these figures helps me a lot while describing what I'm doing. So I can say first how to find the value of EF. Very simple. As it is inside, we need to see. that AB is the larger thing. If we subtract this left and this right, I will get the value of EF, that is AB minus 1 meter minus 1 meter, that is 30 minus 2, that is 28 meters, and similarly we will get 28 meters here also in the same way as I have done for question number 3. So no need to do anything extra, just solve it and get the answer. Okay, let's move to the next question now. Question number 6. Sometime we can have this kind of question also, and this is little different from the above questions and little bit you can say little bit lengthy also than that. It is a question of crossroads. Now there is no path outside or inside thing. It is a crossroad. You have seen in many parks these kind of paths like plus shape. So this kind of question we have to do also. So first let's see what is given to us. Two crossroads, each of width 10 meter, cut at right angles, that is they are perpendicular to each other like this, through the center of a rectangular park. So we have a park which is in the shape of rectangle. So let's draw that first like this. I hope it is fine. Let me call it rectangle ABCD, which is our park. Okay, now the dimension of park is given to you. Length is 700 meters, so we can say this is 700 meters, and the breadth is 300 meters. Okay, then they are saying mm, this there is a crossroad, na? Two crossroads are there. So let me use a straight line then, because if I use rectangle, I don't think it will work or not. Let's try. I think it will work. Yeah, yes, it is working. Okay, this is the what you say first crossroad, and the second one from the center like this, and we managed to actually draw it and quite correct also. Done. So let me name these uh, paths also. So ABCD is done. Let me call it EFGH. This as IJKL, and this center is also there. We have to name it MNOP. Just remember, you have to name in series, whichever way you want, clockwise, anti-clockwise, it is your choice, but it should be in series. Okay, now let's find what do we need to do. They are trying find the area of roads. Okay, very simple. We have to find the area of roads, that is, let me write what is given to us. Let me do. So we need to find this thing, this area of road. If you observe class, they are nothing else but a rectangle only, na? They are simple rectangular strips. But this portion is coming two times. This is like a square which is coming two times. What is the width of path? I forgot to see. It is 10 meter. Okay. The width of path is 10 meter. So I can write like this. This much is 10 meter. Let me take a blue pen. This is given to us as 10 meter. This kj is also 10 meters. This hg is also 10 meters, and this li is also 10 meter because it is uniform. So class, tell me, if these are 10 meters, can we say mp is also 10 meter? Because mp is also a part of path only. This is also 10 meter. This op is also 10 meter. This on is also 10 meter, and this is also 10 meter. And moreover, all the angles are 90-degree. So can we say this MNOP is a square? We can say. Okay, now let's think how to find area of the path. So first, before that, I will write given, where I will realize what is given to me. Okay, first given to me is AB as 700 meters. Second thing given to me is BC as 300 meters. Third thing given to me is Li is equal to EF is equal to Kj is equal to Hg is equal to 10 meters. This much was given, and now comes my part or your part, where you will find the remaining things. How? The crossroad 1 dimensions I will find first, that is suppose EFGH. This is the road name EFGH. I already know that the value of EF is what? 10 meters. The only thing remaining is this FG. Class, tell me, can you observe this FG from this to this point? This is your FG, the inner road. If you observe it properly, this FG and this BC, aren't they looking the same? So they are same only, then can we say that BC and this FG are of same length? They both are of 300 meters. So we can say FG is same as what? 300 meters, because FG is equal to BC. Similarly, I can find crossroad 2. Crossroad second, the name is IJKL, in which I know is how much? 10 meters, and I need to find the length of IJ. IJ is same as what? Please try to see. This is IJ. This is IJ. It is same as what? AB only. And AB is 700 meters, because IJ is same as AB. So we have found the two crossroads dimensions. Just we need to write the main statement now. Okay, one more thing. We had find this MNOP also. So write that also. So common area or square MNOP is of dimension what? 10 meter each side. So now comes the main problem statement. We will write area of crossroads is given by area of first crossroad, that is EFGH, plus area of second road, that is IJKL. But if you observe in these two areas, we had counted the common portion 2 times. So we have to subtract this area MNOP. That's it. Put the values and you will get the answer. So what is area of EFGH? That is equal to EF into FG, plus what is IJKL? That is LI into IJ, minus area of square MN square, you can say. Put the values and you will get the answer. What is EF? EF is 10, FG is 300, plus LI is 10, IJ is 700, minus MN is 10 only. Solve this. This is 3000 plus 7000 minus 100. So 10,000 minus 100, that is 9,900 meter square, if I'm not wrong. Yes, this is the area of crossroads. That's it. Now let's see, is there anything else they are asking? They are saying find the area of roads. Also find the area of park excluding roads. Now it is the most, what you say, easiest thing. If you have found the area of crossroads, can't you find the area of remaining field? It is very simple. Find area of ABCD and subtract this area that you have obtained. Okay. Now the next part we have to do is area of park minus, or you can say area of park excluding crossroads is actually given by area of ABCD minus area of crossroads. This we have already found above this thing. So what is area of ABCD? Area of ABCD is the length which is AB into BC. So let's write AB into BC minus 9900, and write the value of AB and BC. AB is 700 and BC is 300. So let me write 700 into 300 minus 9900. It will give us 7 3s are 21, 0000 minus 9900. Subtract it, 0 0, 10 minus 9 is 1, 9 minus 9 is 0. Then this one is gone, I think. It is gone, and we are left with this thing. Let me see. Now the last thing. This is your area of garden, excluding the paths. This is the actually grass area, you can say. This is the actual grass area. The cement you have removed. Now they are saying give the answer in hectares. So in hectares is not an issue. Already we have found that we know 1 m square is equal to 1 upon 10,000 hectares. So just put the value. Therefore 2,001,000 meter square will be equal to 2,001,000 upon 10,000 hectares. This is the answer. You can solve it further. What will happen? 4 zeros will cut and we'll get the answer as 0010.02. I think this is the answer in hectare. That's it. Thank you.